What's up, guys? Welcome back. If you notice, things are a little bit different right now, and that is because starting today, which is January 31st, by the way, I just uploaded my latest Flosstube yesterday. And I had considered doing a vlog style starting in January, but that just didn't happen. I got sidetracked and forgot to start actually recording vlog entries. So I wanted to do this because coming to you guys like once a month is overwhelming, because by the time you get together everything that you worked on, all your haul, and you're trying to figure out what you're doing, which, where, and when, it's overwhelming. And I don't like having to try to keep up with that stuff all at the same time. So I'm going to try to give you guys little bits and snippets. Like I said, every few days, maybe every couple of days. Might not be every day, but I thought I would come back and show you guys what I've been doing since you saw me. Especially since I did get my first fabric of the month in today. I did subscribe back to Brandy at Stitch Me. I did subscribe to her fabric of the month again, and I got my first fabric in today. But first, before I show you that, I'm going to show you what little bit I've done on my Jordan Privé. And I showed y'all this the other day. Sorry, the other piece of thread. I showed y'all this the other day, and I'm going to show you again. This is that motif sampler. It is released as a whole pattern. The whole thing is available right now. But she is holding a 10-week sale for it. And the second section of it was released today, or it's shown today, starting today. But I'm still working on the first section. So, sorry. So you can't see through it. But this is where I'm at. Last time you saw it, I mean, I've literally just worked on the house a little bit more. Last time you saw it in my video, all the screen was done, but then I had just started on the tippy top of the house, and had done like right above where that window is. So everything from the top of that window down is what I've done so far. You see a little bit better there. But yeah, just working on the house, and I'm gonna keep working on it. The next section, like I said, the next section has been put out, and it's like a few, like 3 motifs over here to this side. So yeah, that's what I've been working on like last night, and literally worked on it a few minutes since I got home from work. I'm gonna try to put in a little bit more on it today, obviously. But the big thing that I wanted to show you guys was my fabric of the month, and I'm going to take it out of the pack. I've started trying to get more 32 counts because I feel like 40 counts, my eyes aren't really cut out for 40 count, even though I still have plenty of 40 count in my stash, and this is a 40 count. I am trying my best to kind of get more 32 counts. I'm going to try to work in some 28 counts too if I can, but for the most part I'm going to try to do 38 counts and 32 count and 16 count Adas and stuff. So and more like maybe 18 count Adas. But this is a color, 32 count Ada, sorry. Not 32 count Ada, 32 count Belfast linen. And this is the colorway Dusty Cottage. Show you that first. Dusty Cottage. Really pretty. Really pretty. This would be awesome for a sampler. And also maybe something spooky. Especially like this here, it has that really heavy modeling on it. And the other side is equally as cool. It's got a little bit more modeling on this side. So that would be really cool. It's something to use. So, but so happy to have that. I don't know why I'm putting it back in the package. I don't store them in the plastic. So that's all I got for y'all right now. Hopefully I'll be able to come back to you maybe tonight with some more progress on my Jardin Privé or the Fox and Rabbit sow. That part 2 was also released. That one is actually a mystery sow. So that one you don't know what it's going to look like from week to week. Part 2 was released on that today. But I do have a whole month to work on that and get caught up. Whereas the Jardin Privé sow, she's releasing a new part every week. So I really need to get going so that I can get caught up to where she's at now on the sow. So, but that's all I got right now. I will see you guys later. Bye for now. Good morning, guys. It is February 2nd. This morning. It is almost 9:15. And I've been up for a good while, which doesn't normally happen, especially on mornings where I have to go to work. I do have to start getting ready for work here in a few minutes, and I've been stitching at least for the last couple hours this morning, so thought I would show you what I've been doing. I don't think I worked anymore on the Jardin Privé motif, not motif, the Jardin Privé pattern. I don't think I worked on that anymore since I showed it to you the other night. But I've been working on the Fox and Rabbit, trying to get caught up with them, and I know I need to be catching up more on Jardin Privé right now than I do Fox and Rabbit, because I have longer to catch up on them, because the Jardin Privé one is like one part every week, which is pretty fast. It's a lot of stitching even for me, and I need to get caught up on that. True to what I said, both parts did come out on Wednesday, so yeah, I'm trying to catch up with that. But this is what I've been doing. This is how far I've gotten. I've done the arch here, and then the flower, and then I was working on that little Quaker, I guess it's a pinwheel. Did that. So that's what I've done this morning. Well, no, I take that back. I did the arch last night, and it started coming down like this, and then it came down, did the flower, and came back up, did this, and then I'm working on the Quaker motif, so that when I come back around here, I can continue and then come down like this, comes down like that. So I'm working my way around a little bit at a time. I didn't get much chance to do any stitching Wednesday. In fact, I didn't get any stitching done on Wednesday. Did I? Oh, I did. It wasn't until late. I haven't got much chance to do much stitching. Yesterday, I think I stitched for maybe an hour or so. I woke up late, and by the time I woke up, Abby was already awake, and Andy had already texted me that point saying he was off work early and he was on his way home. So literally by the time I went in and got her up, and then we came in here in the living room to get her breakfast and everything, he was coming in the door. And we just kind of sat here and talked for a while and watched some videos. And then he went outside to take something off his trailer because we were going to go to my mom's house and haul all her trash off because it's gotten built up, unfortunately. But he had to go take something off of the trailer, and so while he was doing that, I finished kind of making up like a grocery list and getting Abby ready, and then it got me ready. Or I got me ready, and then I was able to come back and get her ready. And then we left. We left the house about 3:15 and went to my mom's house. My mom lives about 40 minutes away. So I got to her house. He started on getting all the trash together while I went and took Abby to the grocery store to get groceries, both for myself and for my mom. And that took about an hour. So dropped all back off at my mom's house, and I said, well, I gotta get Abby back home because it was getting past her nap time, so I needed to go ahead and get her home. So I headed home, and I think by then he was like putting a tarp over the trash on the trailer anyway, because we were just gonna bring it back here and he's gonna deal with it here at our house. He's gonna deal with it down here. Because my mom, in her early dementia state, she just literally just throws the trash. Like, she has empty milk jugs, she literally just throws it out there by the trash bins. Not necessarily, and when the trash bins got full, the outside trash bins now had no trash bag in them whatsoever. She just throws it in there. So it's all like loose trash in the trash bins. And so he said he's just gonna bring it back to our house instead of worrying about taking it down to the dump down there. And so we just brought it back here, and he's gonna burn it here because we live out in the country. I don't know if you're not familiar with my channel. We live out in the country, so technically we're not supposed to burn the trash, but we live far out enough so where it doesn't really matter. Nobody's really gonna say anything. So if we have to, we burn the trash. It's just easier sometimes if there's a lot of it. By the time I got back home last night, it was 6:30, about 6:30. Well, a little after 6. I got home a little after 6, but by the time I got her changed and in bed, it was about 6:30. So Andy got home not long after that. I was hungry, so I got me some soup, and I got done eating soup. I was able to stitch for about an hour or so before she woke up from her nap. So yeah, I didn't have a lot of chance to do any stitching, and I was exhausted last night, so I went to bed early. And then he stayed up with her until, because she takes a nap. Look, I need to explain something to y'all. We're kind of on a late schedule with her as far as sleeping. She'll usually sleep anywhere between 10 and 12, in the morning, 10 a.m. to 12 noon. And then she'll take her nap. We prefer to try to get her to take her nap by like 5 or 6 so that she's awake by 8 or so. Doesn't always happen that way, but usually what ends up happening is she's awake and she doesn't go down for the night until 11, 12, sometimes 1 in the morning. And that's just how we roll around here. I don't like getting up early, so we keep her on a late schedule. We're late people, so it just makes sense to keep her on a late schedule. So I went to bed early last night. He stayed up with her. I don't know what time she went to sleep, but I know that she woke back up again this morning at around before 5. He tried to get up with her, and he tried to get her to go back to sleep, but I think he was more tired, and he just really just wanted to get back to bed. And just was too tired to really deal with her that much. So I had tried to lay in there and go back to sleep, and I really wasn't going back to sleep. So I just went ahead and got up and tried to go in there and sit with her for a while to help her get back to sleep. And she was just taking an extra long time to go back to sleep. So finally I made sure that she was settled. So just sit in here and play with your... She has a few dinosaur figurines that she takes back in there with her. I said, just sit in there and play with your dinosaurs or your Sesame Street plushies. She has plushies. Just sit in here and play with your dinosaurs or your Sesame Street and till you go to sleep, whatever. So once she was settled, she stayed in there and played for a little bit, and then she laid down, but it took her what seemed like an hour to go back to sleep. So it's getting time for me to get ready for work. Hopefully I can get some more stitching in tonight when I get home. I'm trying to get more stitching in. There's nothing worse for a stitcher than being in the zone with your stitching, but then having to get up and leave the house. Get up, get ready, and leave the house. So I really wish I had time to sit and stitch some more, but I don't. So that's what we got so far. So that's all I got for right now. I will try to check in with y'all later this evening. Bye for now. Good morning, guys. It is February the 5th? Yeah, February 5th. It's Monday. And I have my appropriate coffee this morning. Monday should be optional. I've worked a little bit on my Fox and Rabbit Sow and my Jardin Privé, which I'm going to show you. So Fox and Rabbit, since you last saw it, I've gotten a decent amount done. I've come around, I finished that, and then I've come around. I think last time I did a clip, I had like a couple of sections left of the little Quaker pinwheel there. Obviously finished that up, and then I started coming down up around to the corner there. I didn't work on this as much as I worked on the Jardin Privé because I have longer to get caught up on this than I do the Jardin Privé. The Jardin Privé, basically a section of her style comes out every Wednesday. Not that the design wasn't already pre-existing, so the whole design is out there. But I am trying my best to keep up with this as a sow. So I've been working on that a little bit more. So I'll show you what I've gotten done on the Jardin Privé. I've finished the house bit here, and then I did the second section of the house, and then I did some of the flowers in the lettering there, and there is flowers here along the border. So there is one more flower here in the sea that I need to do in that color, and then I think that's it for that color for part 1. So I've just been kind of color completing a link within each section. So when I get to the second section, then I'll start the process all over again, and hopefully be able to get part 2 done in the next few days. I know it's going to be a ton of stitching, but I haven't been able to get as much stitching done this weekend because I've been working every day this weekend. And usually on my days that I work, I can't get as much stitching in. There are days when I have to work that I don't get any stitching in, just because I don't have time to do it in the morning. I really don't do stitching much in the morning, just because by the time I actually usually get up for work, I have maybe about an hour or less before I have to start getting ready to go to work. And honestly, I usually just spend that time scrolling my phone, drinking my coffee, watching a video, or watching something on TV. It depends on how much time I have to get ready. If I only have like half an hour by the time I get up, maybe I scroll my phone. just to have a few minutes to wake up. But anyway, normally in the mornings I don't do a lot of stitching. I did actually manage to get a good bit of stitching in the other morning, but you guys saw that. And that was because Abby happened to get up early. I had gone to bed early the night before because I had worked and I was just plain exhausted. And so I was up early with her. And then by the time I got her back down, I had a little bit of time that morning that I could stitch. So, but today's Monday. I don't have to go back to work again until Friday. So we'll probably have to go and take my mom some groceries, go check on her and everything on Wednesday. So, because I missed the last 24 hours of cross stitch, I am going to kind of make this a impromptu 24 hours of cross stitch couple of days for me. I know it's not on a weekend, but I am going to take basically from now. In my mind, I'm kind of starting it at like 10 or 11, and it is 20 minutes till 11 now. Abby's still in bed. Yes, we keep kind of a late schedule around here. So I'm going to take it from today until Wednesday about the same time. So, as much as I can get done over these next couple of days. So I'm going to be stitching like crazy. My needles will be on fire. At least that's the hope. So, but I haven't gotten any stitching goodies or anything the last couple of days since you saw me. So I guess that's basically all I have to say right now. I will update you how the 24 hours stitching marathon is going. I don't know what I want to call it. It's just I guess it's just my week. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not really going to call it anything. I'm just calling it my 24 hours of cross stitch week. So I will keep y'all updated on how that goes, and then I'll probably upload this video later on in the week, just whenever I get a chance. So, but yeah, I'm gonna get some stitching in before little one wakes up, and I will see you guys later. Bye. Okay, so it's about 7 o'clock in the evening. We're still on Monday. And I've gotten a good bit of stitching in today. Not done for the day. I'm gonna keep stitching, but I need to kind of pause for a little bit and make some dinner. But it's lasagna, so it shouldn't take terribly long. But I'll show you what I got done. So this is where it's at now. Trying to remember what I've accomplished. I did do the roof here. Tree trunk. There's another tree trunk there. I just need to do the tree part. Fence. That's the body of a butterfly. And incidentally, the butterfly is in like this lighter pink color here. I just forgot to stitch it while I had it out. But then I decided to go ahead and start working on this medallion here. Now this is getting into part 2, or the second section of her SAL. But I wanted to go ahead and stitch with this color while I had it out, which is Classic Colorworks Pebble Beach. So I'm going to stitch the medallion, and then there's a huge tree. I'm gonna hold it back here. There's a huge tree in it, which is the tree trunk is also in that same color. So I'm going to do that, the outline of the medallion and then the tree trunk, and then do some more over here on this side. I think there's actually a couple other motifs. Yeah, there's another butterfly within that as well. There's a butterfly like over here to the far right of it. It's just like this one, where you have like the butterfly and then this little trail. Might go ahead and do that because the butterfly body as well as the trail is also in this same color. And keep in mind, I have done my own conversion. Sorry. I have done my own conversion of the charted DMCs, and I've converted everything to fancy flosses. So, but I do like the variegation that I'm getting. So, but yeah, that's where it's at the moment. Like I said, I'm just going to pause for a little bit and make some dinner. Little one should be waking up her nap here anytime now, and so I will at least want to get a start on dinner and get it in the oven. So, but I'll check in with you later. Bye for now. Okay guys, so checking in real quick. It says next morning, if you can't tell. After I saw you last night, I actually didn't get any more stitching in yesterday. I have been stitching a little bit this morning. I've been up for about an hour and a half. And, of course, after I did my bathroom thing and made me some coffee, I came in here and started stitching. So I've gotten a little bit done so far this morning, and I'm going to show you that. Sorry, I'm holding my phone today because my daughter is already awake, and so I'm just checking in with you real quick. So let me pull you back just a little bit. So this is what I've got done on it so far. Came around a little bit more. Probably should have put this on a tripod, huh? Came around a little bit more on this side here. I think I was over here when I saw you last night. So I have come around all the way on this side over here. So I only have like one quadrant left on this border right here, and then I'm going to go ahead and do the tree that's in there. I'm really going to try my best to continuously work on this today, because if I can't mostly get caught up today, at least within a couple of hours worth of finishing the second part, then I might as well just put it away and work on it at my leisure, because if I get too far behind, there's no way I'm catching up, and I don't want to spend all my time stitching on this one project when I have a bunch of other stuff that I already had plans to work on this year, and I don't want all my time being taken up by this if it's not feasible for me to get a finish on it within the next couple of months. So yeah, that's what I've done so far since you saw me last night. I'm terrible at the whole 24 hours cross stitch thing, so apparently, because last night tiredness started setting in, and I really didn't feel like stitching. I did a little bit of video editing for my other channel, which I really need to get a video out on that channel. It's been going on 2 weeks. since I last put a video out. It's like a week and a half, week and 3/4, something like that at this point. So I really need to put out a video on that. But I'm going to go in here and get her from bed and get her set up and hopefully be able to get a little bit more stitching in. Oh, this thing is not even. It's not even all the way around. It kind of looks a little wonky right now, so I'm really hoping it matches up. I've checked and double checked. Like, I'm literally having to follow the pattern, because if you notice, the top set of links, they kind of look like chain links to me. The top set is not the same as the bottom set. I actually had to go back and frog a little bit, because that bottom set has 2 sets of 3 and then 2 sets of 2. It's hard to explain. I don't know if you can see it, but it's not the same. So it's not consistent all the way around. So like this set going down might be different from this set coming up. It's like I said, it's not the same all the way around. So you're really having to pay attention to the pattern. So I had to do a few minutes of frogging this morning. Not a lot, but a few minutes. So, but I'm going to go get her, and hopefully I'll be able to come back and get some more stitching in. Hi. Stitching's going to be a bit delayed. So, boyfriend's home from work, and he's taken our daughter outside to kind of walk around and just get some activity. She was way too active last night, and she ended up having to go to bed early, because between me and him, we were just both like, you're too much tonight. So we had to put her in bed. And so I think he feels a little guilty about that. So he's walking around with her outside right now. So since I haven't had a chance to pick my stitching back up since she woke up, I want to get a little bit of stitching in while they're outside, and hopefully finish this, the outline of this motif at least. So, yeah. So we'll see how much I can get done. If anybody's wondering, this is what I look like when I work on high count fabric. So much for that idea. Didn't even get the needle threaded. Hey guys, so it's evening time. You can't see it out the window. I don't know if you can see it. Sorry. So it's getting to be evening time. And I finally managed to get in a good chunk of stitching. Abby went down for her nap about an hour and a half ago. Well, I put her down in bed just under 2 hours ago, and it really didn't take her that long to go to sleep. It doesn't happen very often like that, but it really only took her about 20 to 30 minutes to fall asleep. So she was definitely tired. Andy went and took a nap. He had kind of an earlier shift, so he got home about 1:45, and took Abby outside for a little bit and walked around with her. You saw how that went. And when he came back in, he had some leftovers from the other night, and then he was just like, he's just tired, so he went and laid down. So he is currently still napping right now. So both A's, A1 and A2, are both napping right now. I did manage to get a little bit of stitching in, and it's a good place right now for me to stop because I need to kind of get an early start on dinner, because I have a lot of veggies that need to get cut up because I'm making a cheesy vegetable chowder tonight. So there's a lot of vegetables that need to be chopped up for that, especially since I want to double the recipe. So it's twice as many vegetables that need to be cut up. But I want to show you what all I got done in this last little bit. So obviously I closed up the border on that medallion and then started on the tree, and literally I've done all of this tree that you see here. There's a little piece of branch down here still, but my thread was like, I was running out of thread. There's a little piece of branch right here, and then I can move over here and maybe do the one on this side, and then there's some more up here. I can show you the pattern again. So I've done, holding it way back here. So this is, I came up and did this, did that part of the branch. So there's a little piece here, and then, more there. So I'm hoping to be able to finish that tree tonight, or be able to finish the trunk of the tree. And then once I get done with that, I think there's a couple of small things still left to do in this same brown. I want to go ahead and do that. There's like a bird sitting on the branch on this side. His legs are in this same brown. And it's not really a brown, it's like a gray color. It's like a dirty gray color. Even though the pattern calls for, this color's DMC 3790, and they call it brown. But it's not brown. And even looking at the model stitch on the cover, it's this kind of dark, dirty gray color. So I know I'm not charting things wrong, but again, everything, all the flosses that I'm using are fancy flosses instead. I kind of made my own conversion for that. So, whether or not I'm going to be able to manage to get part 2 done tonight, I'm trying my best to stay up late tonight if I can, to get some extra stitching in. It depends on how I feel after dinner. Hopefully she won't be up too late tonight, and then I can get some more stitching in after she goes to bed. So, because it's very hard to get stitching in when she's awake. Most of the time, if I get stitching in when she's awake, it's usually because she's over here like playing with her toys and stuff. But if she's in a mood where she wants to play over here with me, then obviously, I can't stitch then. I have to, I want to spend time with my daughter. So yeah, that's where we're sitting at right now. It's about 10 after 6, almost 10 after 6. And I'm glad that it's not dark yet, because that really, I hate that time of year when it's like dark by like 5:30. And I've mentioned to a couple of people that this year it just seems like it's darker earlier than it's ever used to be, or maybe that's just me. I just felt like it was, like it would be dark by, or close to dark, completely dark by 5:30. And I'm like, it never used to get dark that early. Seems like usually when it's gotten dark, it's been like by 6 o'clock. But everybody's like, oh, it's just the time change and blah blah blah. I don't know. Maybe y'all can tell me if I'm just imagining things, but it seems like this winter, it was getting darker earlier than it ever used to. Or maybe it's just me. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. But, yeah, that's all I got for y'all right now. Like I said, hopefully after dinner I can get a little bit more stitching in later this evening. I may, after dinner, before she goes to bed, maybe I can pull out the Fox and Rabbit sow and get a little bit of stitching in on that, just because it's easier. Because while I don't mind stitching on a 40 count is beautiful. It's just, it's harder for me to get any serious stitching in. So it's like 40 count requires a little bit more of my brain than, say, what I'm doing with Fox and Rabbit style, which is stitching on 18 count with one strand of sulky floss. So that's a lot easier, especially since it's monochrome. But yeah, I will check in with you guys a little bit later this evening, maybe after everybody's gone to bed, and see if I've gotten any more stitching in. Like I said, I'm going to try my best to stay up late tonight if I can. But so far, this whole little self-imposed 24 hours of cross stitch has not gone super great. I have been timing myself, and honestly, I forgot how much I've gotten done. Hold on, let me see if I can look real quick. Okay, so far it looks like I've gotten about 5 hours and 20 minutes. 21 minutes to be exact. So yeah, out of basically about 18 hours, maybe, no, not 18 hours, 36 hours. Anyway, since yesterday morning, 5 hours and 21 minutes since yesterday morning. It's not super great. I'm a little embarrassed, and if y'all actually get to see this, just know that I'm a little embarrassed that that's all I'm getting to stitch. So, but maybe it'll help everybody understand how or why I can't get stitching in, and for what reasons. I still have to make dinner, so I'm gonna go do that, and I will see you guys. I'll see you guys as soon as I can. Bye for now. So apparently I'm crap at keeping up with the 24 hours of cross stitch thing, because I would say I haven't stitched at all today, but I literally got in maybe 10 stitches in. Okay, that's a lie. Maybe 20 stitches in earlier tonight, a few hours ago. It's late at night. Technically, it's morning time. It's 1 a.m. And we are technically into Thursday. So, did I get very much stitching in? Did I come anywhere even close to 24 hours of cross stitch within a 48-hour period? No. I managed like 6 hours and some change. So that is why, as somebody that works, I stay home when I watch my daughter, but I do work part-time outside the house. As somebody that's got so much going on, that's why I can't take part in the 24 hours of cross stitch weekends. And it absolutely kills me, because I would love to be able to. I don't have that kind of time. I just have too much stuff going on. And the other channel is definitely a factor for if I need to record a video, if I need to upload, edit a video for that other channel. That's also a consideration if I need to do that. But yeah, so I haven't gotten much stitching in. I can show you. I don't think I really even got that far into the Jardin Privé. I did that limb, and then I moved my needle over to come up right here to start on this part of the tree right here. And of course, part 3 was released today, and I really doubt I will be able to catch up 2 parts within a week, because yeah, I don't have that kind of stitching time. So I'm going to try to just go ahead and complete part 1 at least, and then put it away for a bit, probably until 2025. So yeah. And I knew it was going to happen because it's just, if it was just that part 1, like within a month, that wouldn't be that much stitching. But to trying to get all these parts done within a week of each other, it's a lot of stitching, and I don't have as much stitching time as somebody that would need to have to be able to accomplish that. So again, I'm going to go ahead and try to wrap up part 1 as much as possible, and then I'm going to put it away. So but at least that does free up my time for other things. And even though it wasn't very much, I can show you where I got to on the Fox and Rabbit. It's called Beethoven Love, if anybody's interested. He just released part 2 for February, so you still got some time to catch up if you want to get in on it. Sorry, is that where I'm at? I'm trying to remember which way is up here. Okay, so that way's up. Literally stitched a couple of rows right here since you last saw it. That's all. And that was 5 plus 8, 13, plus another 8, 21 stitches. Yeah, 21 stitches. So, but yeah, so I guess tomorrow I'll try my best to get some stitching in, but I've got to go with Abby. I've got to take Abby with me to go pick up some groceries for my mom and take them to her, because I placed a big pickup order for Food Lion, and mostly stuff for us, the weekly groceries, but also including the stuff for my mom. And I normally, most times, I do keep them separate, but sometimes I do have to order some stuff for us at the same time. It just saves time. So I'm going to go take some groceries to my mom and then be back. So hopefully I will be able to get some stitching in tomorrow. Yeah. And then I'm probably going to start some stuff in the crock pot tomorrow morning. And that will require, I need to cut up some potatoes to do that. That takes up a little time. I know. It's not that much time, give or take. But in the grand scheme of things, cutting up a few potatoes might take like 10 minutes or so, 10, 15 minutes. But yeah. So we'll just have to see what I've got going on tomorrow and see how much stitching time that leaves me. So I'll see y'all later. Bye for now. Good morning, guys. It is early in the morning of Friday, September. I almost said September. It's Friday, February the 9th. I have to go to work here in a little bit. I have to actually be at work in 2 hours. So I have to leave the house in about an hour and a half. I'm up early because Abby woke me up about half an hour before my alarm started going off. So after I got her settled back down, I figured I might as well stay up. So here we are. I mean, I would be getting myself up at this time anyway, just because I like to have at least about an hour to drink my coffee and wake up and everything. I just start setting my alarms early. So, thought I'd give you one last little check-in before I wrap up this video and post it. I hope y'all are liking this vlog style. It's just a little bit easier for me, instead of trying to save everything up for weeks or months. and then getting overwhelmed by everything. So this is where I'm at now on the Fox and Rabbit Sow. I did manage to get a little bit done last night. I didn't get a lot of stitching time yesterday, like at all. I managed to get from about here, right about here, to here. So I got a little bit done. Not a lot. I'm going to try to work on this a little bit this morning, before I have to get ready. So I'm definitely going to try to catch this up by the end of the weekend, if not next week. So, and it should go pretty fast, because I am using the one strand of sulky. So I'm not having to worry about like separating strands or anything like that. So yeah, that's where that's at right now. I haven't gotten anything else done on the Jardin Privé. That's actually fixing to go up. I don't even want to work on that right now. I got too far behind. And that is life. I just don't get enough stitching time. So I do have a couple of mail things, Happy Mail haul, those type of things to show you. So a few days ago, well, this came in a couple of days ago, but this past weekend, actually, it came pretty fast. But I don't think she lives terribly far away from. I think she still lives somewhere in like North or South Carolina. Anyway, there's a Facebook page called Ritterines. I think it's Ritterines Cross Stitch Fabric and Supplies or something like that. Anyway, she had a live sale, and she's going to have a couple more, I think. And I think the next one is either going to be this weekend or next weekend. She hasn't yet quite decided. But she had a live sale, and it was a little bit difficult for me to keep up with it because I was trying to make dinner. But I did manage to accidentally claim something, and it's fine. It's okay. What happened was I had accidentally put in the wrong number, and they thought I claimed it, and instead of correcting them, I was just like, yeah, whatever. But I won this huge piece, and when I say huge, guys, this is a huge piece. I don't exactly remember the size of it, but I want to say it's at least a couple of yards worth. But this is it's like a mint green, 14 count Aida. Either I'm going to have to find some big stuff to put on this Aida, or maybe try to over dye it, but we'll see. But yeah, this is huge. Like, you can see how much is there. It's huge. If I can look back at the invoice and it has the measurements on it, I'll put it here on the screen, but that's huge. But yeah, it's just a really nice mint green color. And then, since she is so nice, she threw in this lovely little small remnant of, and I think it's 14 count as well. It's either 14 or 16. But it's a lovely little remnant of like this ice blue Aida. So got that. Like I said, if you're not already following her, then I would definitely go and check out the page. She has stuff on the page already, but she's just been having a live sale because she's got so much stock that she needs to get rid of. So I will link that page down below. It's Ritterines, RITARENE apostrophe S. So go check her out. And then from Temu, I got these. I've already taken the packaging off of it. But I got these, and these are actually floss drops. Now, I don't subscribe much to the whole floss drop thing, but on the occasion that I thought, like if I'm using a hank of silk or something, I need floss drops. So these are just some acrylic. See, they're thick. These are just some acrylic floss drops. It has this little thing right here where you can put your the loop wrapper for like the DMC thread. You can kind of sleeve it in right there, and you got a big hole to loop your main thread around, and then you got a little hole to put your excess thread around. So, and I want to say that's a pack of 50. How many is in each of these stacks? There's 6 stacks of 1, 2, 5. So 30 in here. So there's 30 in here. They're actually thicker than I thought they would be, which is a good thing. Sorry, I'm trying to get this back in here after I done got it out. There it goes. But yeah. Yeah, and actually, not believe it or not, got these from Temu. They weren't very much, a few dollars for that. And they actually have a lot of different styles of floss drops that you can, and bobbins that you can find on Temu. So I will link that item down below. And if you're interested in ordering from Temu, I will also put my affiliate link as well as my discount code. Either of those will get you, I think, 30% off your first order. But if you go through the affiliate link, you'll get the 30% off plus a $100 coupon bundle. That's if you decide you want to order from there. That's fine. Definitely some cool stuff to be found on Temu, but I'm warning you, it's addictive. I've ordered well over 100 orders from Temu over the past year. Yeah. Your budget may cry. So, but that's going to do it for me for right now. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this whole little video up and get it posted. And if you like this vlog style, please let me know by giving me a thumbs up. And let me know down in the comments what you think of this, because I may have to go back to this kind of style because it's just easier for me, to be honest. I don't like waiting weeks or a month and then being overwhelmed by everything that I need to show and everything that I need to talk about. So it's just easier doing it like this. So I'll see you guys later, and until I see you next time, be good. Bye.